welcome to the channel. So like I promised, this will be the slow version so that you understand how to go about the drawing. So the first thing is depending on your view or where you are sitting, you're supposed to sit in a horseshoe, so like a semicircle like that, and then viewing the items on the table. So I'm going to draw a certain view where I'm sitting on the left hand side. So from that view, I have no option but to go portrait. So first of all, I give some space here, and then I indicate the total height. Okay, so I'm hoping that the space here will get a bit of the brush and all that. So once I indicate the height, knowing that at least I'm spending 70% of the page to draw, then I'm okay, because those are some of the things why it looks at. So now let me place the items. So from that direction, let me show you. This is the one I'm drawing. Yeah. The boots look funny, but that is how it is. Wellington boots. All right, so from that direction, first of all, I will draw the paint container. So know that you might not be able to get the size immediately, but make it a little bit big enough, because the object must occupy the page. And if the other part of the footwear, like this part, is protruding, the space left is small. So you consider that, and then you know that it is protruding from this. So you can be informed by that to even make the paint container bigger, but not too tall, because we all know that from the picture it is like half of the boot. So if this is the full boot, this could be half. So learn how to divide your things into half. Yeah, this could be half. I've made it a little bit less than half because the particular container we have there is 4 liters, but this particular one is the one that Waye says we should draw is how do you call it, 2 liters, 2.5 liters. So we know the boot, it protrudes a little bit from the container, so we can mark it here. Then we know that from here, from the picture, I'm not speaking to you. From the picture, we know that this one covers like 3/4 of it, 1/4 of it, 1, 2, 3, like. So not so much. Then after that, the end of the boots come. So let's mark that. So if we have this divided into 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's like optical measuring, you understand? We can imagine the brush reaching here to like here. Yeah. The reason is we need some space here per the picture. So we can now bring it down here and show that it is in front. You see the line coming down makes it feel like it is in front. Sorry, I have cold, so bear with me. Okay, so now I have my brush. So you see, we use something like square-ish rectangle and then a pure rectangle to indicate the brush. So now we have this, and we know it can start from here and then it will end around here. But part of the boot will show around here. So that one will reach up to this side. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? Yeah. So if you divide this into half, it is almost around half. So when we divide this length into half, it is almost at the half side. So let's just draw this line to meet there like that. And the other one should reach around here. So that one comes like this. I hope you understand. So a line angled away from this, you can make it a parallel line. So now that we have this, we can decide to divide this into two. Yeah. So once we have it divided into two, we know this goes inside, so we can have a curved line that comes like this. Then it goes up like that. So let's bring this one down like that. So we are editing it to get a boot. Then we mark the top like this so that we can put an oval on top. But this is a strange oval because it comes down like this and then goes up like that. So I can now draw this, take it down, and I know that there's a small gap here, so that allows me to edit this. So you look at negative space, okay? You look at the shape the negative space carves, then you use it to draw it like that. So it comes like this, then it goes up like that. Like I told you, the boot looks strange, it's all curved and all that. Yeah. So it goes like this above here, then halfway between here and here, then it will come down. You understand? So once you have this, you know this is angled. That is what you hold, the handle of the brush. It goes like this, but it ends here. So we have, look at negative space. Negative space, it ends like this. So it ends at the line. That is it. So if you like, you can now curve this. It's not by force. Then you can put a groove here, so like a C line down like that, to show that there's some style. You understand? So now you have two lines here, parallel lines. So this one should be longer than this, but you shouldn't make it too long or too short. Then you can connect it this way. Then of course you double the line. Once you have that, you can put a slight oval, a very narrow oval here, because we can see a little bit of that side. Okay, so yeah, you put the oval there, then you extend this, and then you give it a U, like grounding, like it is inside. So once you have done that, you have to curve this one too, to follow this contour. I hope you understand. Okay, so the work is almost done. Now from here to here, you have to put a curved line that will match with the oval here. So if you like, let's put the oval first. Let's put the oval on top. I taught you to draw the oval like this. Use your elbow to draw the oval. Yeah, this is not scientific drawing, or how should I put it, biology drawing, where you need uniquely straight, I say straight line, like drawing with one line. No. So once you have this, then the lid of the paint, depending on the paint you are drawing. Yeah, this one has a lid which is at least having some kind of thickness. Yeah, and then it angles that way. And that place is ash, and then it sits on this rim. So that one, you follow the contour, okay? Try to follow the contour because Wassce marks all those things. These things suggest that this is cylindrical, so you don't leave it out, you don't make it straight. Yeah, so once you have that, you can just go through, we call it ghosting, so that you get the angle, then you angle this one through. So I'm using red pen to show you that the initial drawing, like getting the form in place, should be done lightly. So reduce the pressure on the pencil, okay? Sorry I didn't say this earlier, but reduce the pressure on the pencil. Yeah. Okay, so once you have that, you have your drawing done already. Sorry about my lightning too as well, I'm so sorry. Then you can go ahead to fix the handle. I want to put the handle around here because when I measured it, it was around halfway. So I try to follow the contour a little but deviate to a little, go like that. Yeah, so from here, then I meet that side like that. So I have to make this line straight, parallel to this line. If mine is not parallel, please try to make yours parallel. I'm so tired doing this. This is just to give you an idea. This is not to prove to you that I can draw something. All right, that's just by the way. So yeah, you follow the contour to get that green line. This deluxe paint. Every painty be painty, Anna. Yeah. So you follow the contour. This like a red line. Then you follow this contour. Yeah, you make sure that it goes so that the flow will be there. That's why you use faint lines. So now when you are deepening the lines that matter, you don't have issues with cleaning. Okay, so once you have this, you have ideally gotten the drawing right. So now you have to indicate where the darks are and all that, all the details. So let me put some details here. My black pen is bleeding, but I'll use it like that. Yeah. So the light is coming from here. So here is dark, but because the Wellington boot has certain grooves and it's doing some skirmishes, yeah, so this place has come up like that to receive light. So here is dark, but here has light. So I'm just drawing the shape like that. You can draw it anyhow, okay? Once you have the light source clearly indicated, you don't have issues with Wassce. So as a teacher, this is how I teach drawing. I don't just put it out for you and tell you to draw it. I break it down mathematically for you. Yeah, so I'm showing where the light is. Here, I don't know how the light managed to come here. Okay, I think it's coming from the window here. Yeah. There's a window here, it's coming from it. I'm not saying you should draw it, but make sure that you have your table line clearly indicated. This table line is not so straight. Yeah. It's like that. So you can draw it and then give the background a plain background, and then you are fine. Yeah. Okay, so all here will be dark, and then here too is dark. But when we are painting, of course, we'll blend it into the light, okay? And then here is a mid-tone. The mid-tone has moved here rather because the light is hitting here. So this is where highlights are. I hope you understand. You can add more details if you want by just following the contour of your oval. My oval is not perfect. You can try hard to make yours perfect. I am so tired. I'm just giving you a gist. So please don't judge me, okay? All right. Okay, so this is it. So now we have the drawing. I don't know whether I should use a blue pen or a black pen. Okay, let me try the black pen. I have a blue pen here, cross. So let me try the black pen. I didn't indicate the shadow here. So the highlight goes here, then it comes like this. Then all here is shadow. Yeah. So now I can strengthen my lines, but here in this case I'm using the black pen so that you can see the outcome of the drawing. This drawing will be both on my TikTok and my YouTube. Yeah. If you like, you can send me the particular boot you are drawing so that I can break that one down to you too. But if you have understood my technique, then you can use it anyways. Okay? I'm a teacher, I love my students. Yeah. So I do these stuffs to make sure that you get your stuffs accurate, or you get your drawing accurate when tackling the wire questions. I do this for even jewelry and all that. So you can shade, you can color with color pencil, pastels and all that. Or you can do my favorite, painting. If I get enough time, I might tackle all those things. Yeah. Okay. I'm so tired, but I have to do this because the request is just too much. People are complaining, oh, the time-lapse video is too fast and you need to do another one. So I'm doing this for you. Learn the technique, okay? I'm giving you this, my technique, for free, okay? Yeah. Attention to details. Like one of my mentors will say, Auntie Ima, we should pay attention to details. Okay. So by paying attention to detail, we have to drop this one's line a little, because after the curve, it has become the same as this, the brush. Yeah. Okay. All right. I have to get a mic and be doing this more often. So if you start practicing this early on, you wouldn't have issues. I always say, practice wouldn't make you perfect, but it will make progress. You understand? Sorry. Yeah. So with practice, you will get better. So all here is the dark side. Yeah. I just pray I get a chance to show you a painting video of these so that it will guide you. So yeah, that is the dark side and all. We are done. I told you my pen was bleeding. I don't know if someone can suggest the best pen for drawing so that it doesn't bleed like that. Don't mind my hatching, okay? I'm just hatching to indicate where the dark is so you don't get confused. Okay, so this line is important and that line is important. Then we shade it. There are more lines, but I've ignored them. Yeah. So ta-ta-da-da.